Andrew, I would love you to talk about CERN because it does concern me what they're planning. If you could
I
explain this to the people, it would be
Yes, yes,
wonderful.
yes. I just did an event this last weekend on CERN. I answered questions on CERN, and I've been leading into the CERN process for a while. And there are 633 separate experiments at CERN right now, and they all are called belief system control systems. CERN itself is a dimensional teleport system to import a belief system, and a belief system, which is literally what you believe, has an artificial intelligence behind it, and that artificial intelligence is linked to the dreaming mind of another planet. So they are literally making a planet have two personalities, and then taking one of the personalities out of that planet and then bringing it here as part of a belief system, an enforcement
Yes.
system. And
Hmm.
CERN, everything you look at CERN, when you look at this picture of CERN from inside the building, inside the schematics, it looks exactly like the Mayan calendar on purpose.
Oh, yes.
Everything about this project is meant to make you believe reality what functions differently. It is a belief system enhancement tool. And when you start enhancing belief systems, you make zealots. And then when you make scientists that are zealots, you get the most unusual of creations. CERN was not originally created here on Earth itself. It exists on tens of thousand worlds simultaneously, and Earth is existing on millions of different timelines currently because it's a paradox world. Somehow, some way, another group of beings figured out how to create a technology and a physical world of another place and bring it into the dreaming world of our planet and manifest it in a massive remedy and resolve process related to the
Good.
timeline genocide wars from 54 million years ago. So what you see of CERN is a massive, giant fortress that broadcasts belief systems around the galaxy. It is a tool for domination and control that when fully used will not just dominate and control this world, it'll reach out to the dreaming minds of thousands of other worlds and begin to do dream damage and harm to them. It is a weapon of belief.
I've always felt it was a weapon. I don't even like looking at photographs of it. It's not.
I know, it's not pretty.
Oh boy, it isn't. Now something else that concerns people. I keep telling them World War III will not happen. Am I correct?
Correct. There will not be a World War III. There will be nothing happening. In
Yes.
fact, every
Yeah.
day will continue, and there will be the beating of the chests.
Yes.
Just as Syria passed, just as Egypt passed, just as Iran, just as Afghanistan, just as
Yep.
India passed, just as the hurricane in the Philippines has passed, all of that will pass. There is not enough power in any one group for anything to be done right now. The
Yes.
biggest lie of all that people will come to accept is that there was one eye at the top of the pyramid. There's not one. There's hundreds and hundreds, and
Yes.
many of them
Yes.
are black and blue from beating the heck out of each other over the last
Yeah.
5,000 years.
Yes. Yes. Now, can we talk about the pyramid? Because I believe the Vatican is at the top. Am I correct?
No. It all comes down into understanding the sacred geometry infrastructure of the planet. The
Yes.
pyramids, think of when you're building a brand new house. You build a foundation of concrete. And on top
Yes.
of that, you build something that will be able to maintain, the foundation can hold 1,000,000 pounds or whatever it's rated for,
Yes.
But we
Yes.
have a foundation that is rated for way, 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 way more than we could possibly do right now. Okay?
Yeah.
That was done on purpose. That's the foundation. That was the original belief system of the Lemurian seed society that came here during the creational process of Earth. And the
Hmm.
original pyramids themselves were made out of metal and weren't built here. They came from other galaxies and other universes in the process of setting up Earth as a planet. Because Earth
Yes.
started out as a concept and a dream, and then a soul came, and that is the Earth Mother. And the Earth Mother manifested her dream around a digital concept and was able to manifest matter from the digital concept and create a planetary infrastructure, which was one of the which is similar to the Earth ships, these spaceships that are giant
Yes.
planets. The vast
Yes.
majority of planets in all of the galaxies are some type of vessel. It's called a unity consciousness drive. That means there's a crystalline structure in there that was started by a very powerful seed spark soul, who could be someone like you or me, who decided not to live on a world for a while and just become a galactic roaming citizen, and they need stuff to do, and they grab big chunks of rock and they shape them, and they make it a garden of crystals, and within that, life will come to it. And it is one of the greatest habits and pastimes of beings who still live on worlds or out there to go out there and do this to the world, to set up a future shell. Just like a
Yes.
crab will discard its shell and another crab will pick it up. Same thing. And a unity consciousness drive is when a sentient being that comes on that world and is nurtured by it, and a soul spark comes in and begins to invite people to come and live on that world. You have the evolutionary process and spiritual evolutionary process where commerce between solar systems exists at a spirit level, where a sun is in charge of 12 or 15 planets and moons. And let's say they need mathematicians, thinkers, or atheists, and another world goes, I have a bunch of those, they're really good, I need a warrior, I need a healer, I need this, and they will trade, and those souls will willingly be a part of that trade because they're all looking for their perfect experience.
Yes.
And there will be alignments of soul families in these open markets for the best possible experience. Many people have millions upon millions of soul family. The vast majority of souls in this world are the old ones. Why? Because this is the school of hard knocks. This is where you get your PhD in hard knocks.
I couldn't agree with you more, my dear. I know it's... Yes.
Giza is the foundation. But Giza is also where you have to see that timeline genocide created 4 separate existing timelines that have 4 expressed different foundations that also have been layered differently by the 4 different timelines. So many people get this fixation on Giza, but ultimately Giza is CERN.
Really?
It's just a different picture, a different image. It's a belief system control. And CERN is a belief system control. When you take the people out that are programming it, it can do good.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
But in its current format, in its current leadership, it is like a big dream weapon. And that's one of the reasons they've quarantined fields around here. It's one of the reasons this is going so slow, is because the best of the best of the best of the last 54 million years made sure they're all here at the end. Because they didn't give a heck about the beginning or the middle. Everyone knew what was about the end, because it's the end, those people that leave the legacy for the rest of the universe.
Yes.
And this is about legacy, not vanity, legacy.